Hi, I'm Derek, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to add more money to your bottom line, how to increase the profits inside your construction business so you can enjoy more freedom and retire earlier. So, first step to increasing the profits in your construction business, raising your prices. I think everybody knows that, right? But how can you do this and why is it important? The first thing, in order to be able to raise your prices and increase the profits for your bottom line, you need to know what profitability is. So we're all talking about the same thing. Just before I get started, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure to watch right to the end to get all of the information of how to raise the profits in your construction business. So profit, we're not talking about how much money you're making per year. We're talking about how profitable your business is. So there is a difference. There's a distinction. Whatever you're paying yourself as a salary per year, whether that's $60,000 or $100,000 or $200,000 as your owner's draw, or your salary if you're an employee of your corporation, that is not profit. That is a business expense. The profit is on top of once everything's paid out, including yourself as the business owner, as the president of your company, whatever, what's left on the bottom line. Most contractors are not really making profit, right? Most of the money that business generates beyond what are the regular business expenses are going to the owner in order to afford the lifestyle. And that's like the contractor trap that a lot of business owners fall into, where they're just paying themselves and then they get a bigger house or a boat or whatever else, but they're not really leaving room for profit because any extra money of the business is just being used for personal expenses or being funneled back into the business as higher expenses, whether that's a new company truck or what have you. So just want to get clear on what we're talking about when we talk about profit, net profit, bottom line after everything's paid, including yourself. So the first thing to be able to raise your prices and become more profitable is branding. Branding is very key and important, right? If your business looks like you're the Kijiji warrior who has like some no website or some old website, no real logo and just really bad design, and nobody really knows what your company stands for, you're going to be, outpriced, outnumbered against most other types of businesses. People are just not going to want to pay the prices because they probably don't feel comfortable with you unless you're like a direct referral and they already know you, right? So how do you improve your branding in order to demand higher prices? The first thing is you got to know your ideal client and be catering and messaging exactly to your ideal client. So if that could be high end, that could be low end, could be whatever, but knowing who like an ideal client is that's going to be willing to pay the most for your service is key to getting more and being more profitable. Your marketing, of course, the more leads you have coming in, the higher your prices could be, because you don't need every lead to be a sale. You don't need every lead. You're not struggling for business, right? If you've got a great lead gen system, especially with a high referral network, referrals are always the strongest. Referrals, people that trust, know, and like you, or have been referred from someone who knows, trusts, likes you, and respects you, they will be willing to pay more, right? If I go to my local mechanic, I'm willing to pay him more for service because I know he's going to do it right. I know he's not going to rip me off. I know he's not going to try to fix something that doesn't need to be fixed. Happy to pay him because I know him, I like him, and I want him to be profitable, right? Whereas if I go to someone else who I don't know at all, I'm going to be a little bit worried. And if there's higher prices, I might think about going and shopping somewhere else. So there's a difference, right? And like I said before, messaging is very key. Making sure you have differentiation and your experience for the client is super high. So that's part of branding, right? Creating that client experience. Quality should come, as a must to doing business. Beyond quality, you really have to differentiate of like why it's important to go with you. Often like better communication, it could be a lot of different things. Maybe you're more local. Maybe you have some other kind of like unique service that you offer. Maybe you're just better on technology. Whatever it is, differentiate yourself and you can demand some higher prices because more unique and you're not competing as a commodity against all the other contractors that are doing the same thing as you. So that's the first thing, branding. Hope that makes sense. We got two more coming up. Make sure you stay to the end. The last one is we're going to get really dialed in on how to really improve the profitability of your business. The second point is profit first. So this is a book by Mike Michalowicz. Go read it. Super important, but essentially it's a system, paying yourself first, profit first, like the book suggests. And the whole concept is that if you're not profitable now, It has a system in order to be profitable. I teach this as well to my clients. Similar system. If you have questions, make sure you reach out to me. I'll share a link later of how to do that. And if you need help with this, by all means, reach out. But essentially, you're going to start with just having like 1% profit, right? If you're not profitable, you're taking 1% of whatever you get paid. So whether that's, a $100 check, a $10,000 check, or a $100,000 check, you're going to take 1% and put it in a separate profit account. And then every 3 months or 6 months, you can draw that out as profit and then, do what you want with it. I would suggest investing long-term for your retirement or just for wealth building. But that's the idea. And then once you're comfortable with that 1%, you can raise it to 2% or 5%, and you slowly kind of bring yourself up to be more profitable. And by taking that money out of your business right away, profit first, you know what you have left to actually run your business with. Now, there's a lot more to it, but essentially that's like the bare bones basic idea of how to start being more profitable by removing some profit right off the top and then running your business with what's left. That's number 2. All right, number 3, the one that I enjoy, the one that I help my clients with the most is efficiencies in systems. So having a proper system in place is going to give you much better profitability. Never mind make your life so much easier without all the headaches and running around and trying to do everything. But efficiencies in systems. So what do I mean by that? You're going to be spending, less time and less money in your business. When you have a system for hiring people, for managing them, for talking with clients, to doing follow-ups, to having your bookkeeping in place, your finances, your marketing, your sales. So once you have systems in place, either people that are operating them or just like software or documentation processes, business is going to operate at a different level that is going to provide much better profitability for you because people just aren't spending as much time as before doing things manually that could be automated, or just building in processes to help guys get, quicker on, learning skills, or help you just with having to hire less people because you don't have the turnover, being able to do less marketing because you have an awesome referral and networking power team. So lots of different things that you can build into your business with the different systems, processes to help improve your profits across your whole organization, your whole company. Client experience, so important. Having a system for an amazing client experience is going to be able to be, like I said before, you'll be able to raise your prices. You also get more referrals, so you spend less on marketing. There's a lot of benefits involved with that. And this is like what I help clients with. So if you need to know like what kind of systems or how to put this together, how to implement it in your business, like it's fairly easy to grasp the concept to actually get it implemented in your business, running smoothly and working properly with all the other, systems in your business, never mind while running your business. That's the difficulty. That's what I can help you with. Where to get started, right? Where do I get started with systems? Again, we've got a whole process for this, but essentially just to like give you the quick and dirty one, where to start is what's going to give you the biggest benefit, right? So just look at your business right now. What's giving you either the biggest headaches? That would be a good place to start. Or where do you see the most opportunity as far as there's inefficiencies right now, inefficiencies that you can improve on? So that would be where to start, where to focus. Don't try to do everything in your business at one time. Pick something like a small area, like maybe marketing or maybe employee management or your hiring process. Just focus on that one thing. Get that running at like, 80%, 20-80 rule. Put in 20% of the time to get yourself to 80%. That's all you need for now. Once you have at least a system running at 80%, you can always improve on it and make it better later, right? So those are the 3 different places where you can increase the profitability. Again, if you want help with this, reach out to myself. I've got a link in the description below for that, as well as a free course that's going to go over like the whole systems theory, as well as like the different types of systems you need in your business. It's called Build a Business That Works Without You. So this is building a business where essentially you can go on vacation. You can, not have to worry and stress all the time because you've built systems, you've built a business that can operate and function without your constant involvement. Make sure you get that. It's in the description, a link to it. Sign up, go through the course. It's going to do amazing things for your business. Here's the best of being profitable. Do what you got to do, but make sure you're excelling on that bottom line.